Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Blue Archive. It's been a while since we did a Blue Archive video. I think the last one was with the Sugar Rush events. I think. Now, we got part 2 of chapter 3 of Abydos. Now, this has been out for about a month, if not almost a month. I just haven't been able to get around to doing it. This came around the same time as patch 2.7 came out for Star Rail. So, yeah, probably about half a month this has been out. And I was trying to get through all the Mar and Luigi brothership game before I tackled this. But I saw a notice that part 3 of the story is coming soon. I'm not quite sure how soon that is. So, since I haven't done part 2 yet, I might as well get part 2 out before part 3 comes out. So, yeah, I'm excited. Let's check it out. Let's see what's going on with the Abydos Task Force. Don't quite remember what happened, where we left off. So, let's just figure that out. Alright. Now, I did hear that this chapter is probably the longest chapter that this game has so far. I think this chapter alone has, if I remember correctly, has about 46 episodes to it. So this is gonna be a pretty long chapter, if that's true. So let's continue on. I'm not quite sure how many episodes are in this part. In this part. So we'll find out. We'll go for an hour and see where we stop. Alright, let's do it. Abydos Student Council. Oh, that's right. I remember the office exploded. I remember. Still on standby. Can't provide any assistance, Sensei. Oh, thank you, Arna. Or Plana. Where's Arna? Arna is asleep. She's what you could call a sleepyhead. Instead, you may simply count on me, the diligent one. In that case, if you don't mind. Understood. The task is simple. I will complete it right away. But more importantly, you require your rest, Sensei. All-nighters are detrimental to your health. I know, but there's there's no time. We need to get to Abydos. Understood? In that case. Abnormality detected. Plana, what's wrong? Uh-oh. Explosion! I remember that. This is where we left off. What is this? My calculations were off? Impossible! How? What just happened? An explosion? But I'm fine somehow. That was close. That was a close call, Sensei. I don't know what happened. The Schale building exploded. Oh, no. But right now, Plana... What's she doing? For your safety, activated emergency protection. But this is the extent... Oh, she's out. Plana? I'll never let you get hurt again, Sensei. Plana? Plana, are you okay? She'll be fine, Sensei. She overdid herself and lost consciousness. But aside from that... Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Curious. That chest defense system is strong. Significantly stronger than my calculations predicted. The weapon that tore down the walls of Jiroko the Ark of the Covenant, it appears I underestimated it. Bears no significance. I'll adjust my calculations, my strategy, and futile it was not. After all... Second strategy. The body's limits cannot be overcome. This maxim holds true. And away from that limited body of yours, important conversations are taking place without you, Sensei. Sleep more. Wake up. Do as you please. It'll be much too late. Oh boy. Now then, shall we continue our games? Oh boy. Sensei isn't answering. Do you think perhaps something happened? Maybe they overslept? Well, we haven't been able to get a hold of them at times. They've always showed up early when we made a promise. What about Hoshino? She's not answering either. Seriously? What the heck is everyone doing? Oh boy. The sun's risen already. I should get going. Shiroko, Sensei, well, everyone's waiting. That's Shiroko. She really gave me a run for my money yesterday. She's really getting stronger. Maybe she'll be stronger than me soon. My Shiroko used to be so adorable, but now she's a handful, even for this old timer. Time flies, huh? I think my audio's a little too low. Alright, let me make it a little better. This place doesn't change one bit. I mean, what else do we expect from an abandoned ghost town? Please, please, sign this for me! What's going on? Wait, it's a residential petition for environmental improvements in Abydos. Are we back having a flashback? We need everyone to band together if we're going to demand action from the corporations. No, sorry, not interested. What a fruitless struggle. Excuse me, if it's not too much trouble, would you sign my petition, please? It's pointless. The path this is leaving anyways. What's the use of trying to improve anything, especially with the environment? Oh lord. Poor Yume. Hey, you over there! Wait, please don't leave! Oh, is this before the two of them met? Yes, you! I recognize you! You're the new student, right? If I remember correctly, your name was Hoshino. Oh, ignored. Huh? Is it not Hoshino? Was I wrong? Come back, Hoshino? Oh boy. We're holding a presentation on increasing patrols to enhance safety in the district. Please join us and share your views. Here you go. Please take this flyer. Oh boy. Hoshino, hi! Hoshino's trying to avoid her. Don't go. Please wait just for a second. I wanted to talk to you. Huh? Oh boy. Thank you. Oh, I'm honored. I've never shaken hands with a famous person before. Famous? You know me. How could I not? You're the really powerful but very bad-tempered new student everyone can't stop talking about. Well, technically it's a rumor I started, but still. After all, you're the one who got rid of that group of troublemakers terrorizing the area, right, Hoshino? And you made those gangs stop fighting each other. Yep, it all really helped Abydos. So as a student council president, I really wanted to show my gratitude. Thank you, Hoshino. You need to go home, President Yume. Shady people come out with the dart. It's not safe. Is that so? But I still have a lot I need to get done. Oh boy. And there she goes. Wait! How did you know my name? I mean, if you're the president, I mean, it makes sense that you know your name. It's already so late. I haven't gotten enough signatures, and I have so many flyers left to hand out. I need to finish gathering signatures here by the end of the week. That way I can start on another street next week. It does feel a little creepier when it's just dark. Maybe I should listen to Hoshino and head home. Oh boy. What's with this chick? Oh? What's this? Some safety patrol presentation from the Abido Student Council? Are you an Abido student? Huh? Y'all hired us and then stiffed us. Do you even know what the problems you caused? Well, you see, what you gonna do, huh? There's interest now, because you took too long to pay. Interest! The petition. What's this, huh? Don't do that, please. I need to hand those out to more people tomorrow. Does it look like I care? This is perfect. I was in a horrible mood, so I think I'll take it out on you. Oh boy. Ah, there's Hoshino. Ah, Hoshino? Did I or did not tell you it's dangerous at night? Are you stupid? Do you not have ears? Ugh, sorry. The streets are crawling with low lives. Don't you know how lawless Abydos is, especially at night? You, what the? I'll remember your face. You'll regret this. You okay, President Yume? Yes, thank you, Hoshino. Can Yume not fight? Or is she like a support? Why didn't you fight back? Common thugs like them should have been easy for you. I guess, but trying to fix a problem with violence isn't really fixing anything. It just continues the cycle. And if you keep resorting to fighting, soon that's the only way you'll know how to resolve conflict. Don't get it. If we don't fight, then how are we supposed to fix things? That's the question, isn't it? Anyway, go home. Those guys might come back with some friends. Hoshino! Oh boy. Rough beginnings for Yume and Hoshino. We're back to the present. No, never mind. We're back to the past now. It's a residential petition for environmental improvements in Abydos. We need everyone to band together if we're going to demand action from the corporations. Signatures for environmental improvements. Hoshino, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? Those thugs from yesterday might try to get revenge. You want to protect me? No, I'm using bait to lure them out. Me? Yes, the Abydos Student Council has a ton of enemies, and since you're the Student Council president, you're the bait. Huge bait. Haha, really now? I think you're being dishonest, Hoshino. It's written all over your adorable face. Somewhere deep down in there, you're worried about me. You're reading it wrong, then. I don't know who's adorable anyway. Well, you might always be scowling and trying to look scary, but you're just putting on an act, aren't you? I can see the real you behind that scowl. It's much more... how do I say this? Adorable, cute, sweet. What are you even saying? You keep spouting nonsense, I'll leave you here. Thanks, Hoshino. It's comforting to have such a strong, dependable junior like you around. Don't you have work to get to, President? I'll help you out with your student council work, just this once. President feels so stuffy. What about Miss Yume? Oh, just Yume would make me even happier. Are you listening to me? Oh boy. Those two seem like they make such good friends. It's a shame what happened to Yume. There's nothing here, Yume. No luck here either. Another failure. I'm sorry, Hoshino. I've been crushed by frustration and despair. This is where it ends for me. Please get up. You're embarrassing me. I simply can't go on. I want to take care of yourself, Hoshino. I'll never forget everything you did for me. Will you please stop? Oh boy. This might have been a failure, but maybe the next one. Success could just be one stop away. It's nothing. Just going to be the same no matter where we go. This Abydos President's Exhibition Hall, with all those valuable treasures, actually existed. The previous student council members would have found it and sold everything off ages ago. I know, right? Let's go back. This was a waste of time. You shouldn't have gotten excited about a fantasy treasure hunt. But you were so excited! You rushed over here super fast when I told you about it. You're just back in grumpy mode because it was a dead end. No, it's more so... Anyway, you dropped your notebook. Got my notebook! Phew, almost lost your precious notebook, Hoshino. A close call. Don't associate me with that notebook. More importantly, don't lie on the floor like that again. What would people say about the student council if they saw you? Yes, ma'am. Oh boy. Look, Hoshino, it's a water bottle you can wear like a backpack. Should I get one? No way, it's too expensive for what it is, and it's gonna be bulky if you need to make quick maneuvers. Aw, really? 10,000 yen? That is pricey. Our money would be better spent on ammunition. We're always in short supply. That's true. I have a question. Yes? How did you become the student council president? Not to be rude or anything, but I didn't hear any news of an election. And you're the only member of the student council to begin with. Don't worry, you're completely right. I didn't become president through any kind of a formal procedure. Really? You see, before the previous student council left, they had conducted a circle of hands vote, and ta-da! I became the president. Huh? You became a president off some raised hands? Can't think of a more informal way for you to be elected. Yep. I guess since Abydos doesn't have any sort of administrative infrastructure, that's how they've been electing presidents for a while. Most people didn't care about running the student council at all. They just offloaded the dead weight onto you and ran away? No, Hoshino, it wasn't like that at all. I didn't become president by matter of convenience. I wanted it. I wanted to be president. Really? Really? I thought I might be better equipped to protect Abydos if I had more authority and responsibility. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, becoming president didn't exactly give me all that much power. But I worked hard my own way to prepare for the position. Prepare? Ta-da! The official Abydos Student Council President Notebook! What was that big sigh, Hoshino? Believe it or not, I'm being super serious. I've been keeping a daily activity log. You're telling me this 150 yen kitty notebook is your preparation? It's not just a kitty notebook. I told you, it's the official Abydos Student Council President Notebook. Although these days it reads more like a diary. Hey, if it works. Don't make that disapproving face. This doesn't change how I feel. I know one day this precious log will be yours, Hoshino. No way, not in a million years. Why not? Right, you're not even an official member. Sorry for overstepping. You turned down all my invitations to join the student council, but for some reason, I thought you'd always be by my side. Wait, no, that's not what I meant. I just don't like the design. What, really? I thought it was really cute. What about a banana? What about a banana is cute? You got terrible taste. Maybe you're just not into fancy stuff, Hoshino. Oh, or is it because it's not a fish? Huh? I don't like fish. What are you talking about? It's not a whale. That's your problem right there. It's not a whale. I saw a spark on your eye when you were at the market looking at that whale notebook. You just couldn't bear it, tear yourself away. You should know, Hoshino, nothing escapes me. I was so not. And more importantly, whales aren't fish. Really? Huh. But you think they're cute anyways, right? Yume! Huh. She loves whales. She loves them. And fish. She loves everything about aquatic. Did you find it? Yume! Hoshino? What are you spacing out for? You gotta hurry and find this thing so we can head back. The temperature in this area drops fast once the sun goes down. Look over there, here, Hoshino. Isn't Abydos night sky just so bright? It's because we're out in the middle of nowhere. There's no light pollution from the city to dull the view of the stars. I see. More important than stargazing, redirect your attention to the ground. We need to find that citizen's lost item and get back home. According to their information, it should be somewhere around here. Jeez, why are you always accepting these pain-in-the-butt requests? Well, because it's wrong to turn away someone in need of help, isn't it? The wind's picking up. Chilly winds! How should know? It's a sandstorm. We need to leave right now. The way back. The compass where? I forgot to bring the compass again! Again? I even reminded you to pack it. We're screwed if we get lost in the desert. I know, I'm sorry. That's okay, I had a feeling, so I brought one. Wow, you're the best, Hoshino. My amazing, dependable. There's no time for compliments. Run, hurry! Oh boy. Yeah, it would have sucked being lost in the desert. Oh, we're back to the present. Really can't get a hold of Sensei or Hoshino. How long do we have to wait here? You know, I would think the explosion in the Schale building news of that would spread pretty fast. Can you hand me a welding rod, Serica? No, I mean Serica got bored of waiting and wandered off. Hammer, please, Serica. What are they doing? The former student council president. What happened to her? I wonder. Hoshino really didn't want to talk about it. Does your back hurt, Ayane? It's okay. During times like these, keeping my hands busy helps me clear my head. Clear your head? Serica. Let's break into the student council room. Huh? You sound like Shiroka right now. Isn't that the classroom they use for storage? It's always locked. There has to be answers about the student council president there. Probably, but Hoshino might get mad. Maybe we should ask her. If it was just a regular storage room, it wouldn't be locked up all the way it is. We regard it as Hoshino's personal storage and left it alone. But there was nothing to hide, it wouldn't be locked up. Yes, we have no choice. We need to go see. But wait, Ayane! Oh, she's gotten bold. She took a page out of Shiroko's book. I guess I'm here. Huh? Why is the water cloud outside? Uh-oh, Ayane must be real mad. I guess I should stop dilly-dallying before I get in more trouble. Oh, back to the past. We're here! Hoshino, this is the brand new Abydos! You can market it the way that way, but we're just being forced into one of the Abydos' annexes. Oh boy. You're not wrong there. And all the other students left. It's just you and me now, Hoshino. The last students of Abydos High School. They're gonna be leave eventually anyway. I don't care about them. We can't blame the people who are just looking to ease their suffering, Hoshino. It's really the natural disaster's fault. Consider how hard it must be to leave the place they called home. Some of them for their whole lives. It doesn't matter. Not a single person decided to stay and protect Abydos, their so-called home. You did, didn't you, Hoshino? and I'm here too, right? When you put it that way, yeah. Yep, so the last two students of Abydos will have each other's backs. More so than ever, right, Hoshino? I'll protect you no matter what. You never seem to mind getting hurt, but you use me as a shield. No way, you're the weak one, so I'll protect you. Huh? Well, you're not wrong, but... It's only because you're especially strong. The senior is supposed to look out for her junior, you know? Yeah, I get it. That's why... Well, I just feel like I should put in more effort. So here, take it. Huh? What is that? What is it? Oh, is it the application? A student council membership form? You mean it, Hoshino? You changed your mind? I didn't change my mind, more so. I don't have anywhere else to run. It's not about the student council. Being with you feels natural. I don't really see any other option than staying with you. But that doesn't mean I'll take the notebook. Oh, there she goes. Wow, there aren't words to describe how happy I am, Hoshino. I'm beyond happy. Is this a dream? Or maybe a miracle? Yeah, that's it. It's definitely a miracle. I can't breathe. This way I might die before this miracle plays out. Wait, that's right. I can't let this moment slip by. We need to take a picture. A commemorative pic to remember this moment forever. A commemorative picture? I don't think the situation really warrants that. You may. What are you even saying? We're celebrating. Of course we need to take a picture. Come here, Hoshino. Oh boy. Perfect. Next, look over there, Hoshino. Close. Too close. We're definitely touching. Not yet. Come closer. Come on, don't be shy. You're holding me way too tight, Yume. I'm gonna suffocate. Back off. Oh boy. Do we get to see the picture? Oh, we don't get to see the picture? Oh, come on. It's the new student council office. What do you think, Hoshino? It's small. It really is, but still. This is a new beginning for the Abydos Student Council. I know it's the two of us, the president and the vice president right now, but someday, someday this whole place will be filled to the brim with our underclassmen and fellow members, right? Oh, it's a messy room. Swimsuits! Why are they in swimsuits anyway? The room doesn't get any cleaner. Oh, no, speaking of clean. Now it's all dusty. Excuse me. One sec, Ayane. No one really uses this room anymore, so it might be super dusty? Oh, it's super clean. Huh? Not a speck of dust. I was expecting to be a disaster in here. You're right. It appears it's been pretty well maintained. You think it was Hoshino? For what reason would she have to keep an abandoned room clean? That's Shiroko. Whoa, Shiroko? Nope, there's Nonami. Wait, Shiroko and Nonami too? Are those brooms and dusters? You were the one cleaning. Yes, that's correct. But what are you two doing here? I see, so everyone came to the same conclusion about the situation. The student council President Yume's halo was really destroyed. We need to know why. Yes, I agree entirely, but have you been maintaining this room all this time? Well, yes, just here and there when it crossed my mind. I never told Hoshino. However, it appears to be just a collection of odds and ends in here. There's something in here. Cabinets? Ah, those. Third year Kuchinasi Yume and first year Takanashi Hoshino. Must be the lockers. They probably used it during their time as the student council members. That's what I'd assume. The student council president's cabinet is empty, but Hoshino's locked? Let me try. What the heck is that, Shiroko? Why is a high school girl carrying around a lockpicking set? Consider it a hobby. It's okay, it's already open anyway. Phew, I got scared that you were gonna get in trouble with Hoshino. We did still open it without her permission. I wouldn't say we're in the clear. What's inside? Weapons and equipment. A bulletproof vest, extra sidearms, all this equipment. They're probably Hoshino's from a long time ago. They're well maintained though. That's some serious firepower. Was Hoshino gonna fight a one-woman army or something? Uh-oh. Hoshino? Whoa, busted. Hoshino, Uh-oh. Whoa, what are you rascals up to? Oh boy, she mad. That day. Meanwhile, Sensei is down the floor somewhere. I guess, but trying to fix a problem with violence isn't really going to fix anything. It just continues the cycle. And if you keep resorting to fighting, soon that's the only way you'll know how to resolve conflict. I didn't become president by matter of convenience. I wanted it. I wanted to be president. We can't blame the people who were just looking to ease their suffering, Hoshino. It's really the natural disaster's fault. Is this a dream? Or maybe a miracle? Yeah, that's it. It's definitely a miracle. Oh boy. Back then, I was so full of rage. I was angry over Abido's estate. Angry that even every time you thought maybe you could relax, another sandstorm would devastate us. Angry about the unrelenting desertification. Endless days without rain, the brutal cold of the desert at night. The irresponsible students who abandoned Abydos. Apathic. I never know how to say this word. Apathetic citizens and the incompetent former student council. Criminals who took advantage of hard times. The pitiful adults. You know, Abydos had it rough. The student council presidents who had no sense of urgency, who kept making mistakes. And most of all, myself. Me, who couldn't solve anything. I was angry about everything. That's not exactly right. I believed in my rage. I thought it was the only solution. As if the strength of my anger would somehow just fix everything. Ta-da! Look, Hoshino, I finally found one of those old Abydos Oasis Festival posters. Can you believe the Oasis used to be the size of a lake? Here, take it as a souvenir. It's incredible, isn't it? If we had some kind of miracle, maybe people might start coming back here. Just imagine it. Miracles don't exist. Something like that isn't going to happen. What? Who the hell is going to come visit some random spot in the middle of a desert? For once in your life, will you stop daydreaming? Sorry, Hoshino. It's because I'm a dummy. Talk about miracles, luck, fortune. You're the president of the Abido Student Council. Learn to take their responsibility more seriously. Oh boy. Poor Yume. She's trying her best. That's when that day came. That day, Yume cooked up some trouble, and as usual, I was cleaning up the aftermath. Trouble? Something small. Some thugs had wandered into the Abido's district, started a fight, and Yume wanted to break it up. Instead, she got herself kidnapped. Almost got herself kidnapped. Seriously? I think that from the beginning, it was a trap set for the student council president, for Yume. In the end, I had to intervene and dismantle the gang entirely. If I think about it, they were definitely outsiders. Anyone outside Abydos would have known our student council didn't have a cent to their name anymore. We hadn't been Kavodos' financial powerhouse for a long time. I was just mad that day, angry about everything, frustrated, and at the end of my rope. Like I said, it was such a small thing, but I just couldn't handle it. Occurrences like those happened all the time, but I just lost my cool that day. I left her and went home by myself. I was just lashing out. I didn't mean anything I said. I was just going to give her the silent treatment for a few days and come back. So I turned off my phone, lazed around for 2 days, came back to the school. But by then, Yume was gone. Back, Yume. Forget what happened. I'm totally over it. More importantly... Yume? And from that day on, the search for Yume consumed me. I searched all over Abydos. I'm sorry, Hoshino. The signal's cutting out. There wasn't an urgent matter, so I had to cross the desert and... sandstorm. Hoshino, I'm sorry. I forgot the compass again. I wrote you a note, but I'm leaving you a message here, too. Please be sure to get my notebook. I left it for you. It's at... It should be easy for you to find. Hoshino, And then Yume was found in the Abydos desert, 33 days later. Man. She must have gotten stranded by a sandstorm when she was trying to cross the desert on this urgent business. Once the storm hit, she probably strayed off the path to avoid it. But the storm has changed the landscape of the desert, and there was no signal out there. I had no way of making contact with her. She couldn't find her way back. The causes of death were dehydration and exhaustion. Man. Seriously. I've been looking for you for so long. Yume. I recovered Yume's remains as well as her weapon, shield, and other belongings, but I couldn't find her notebook. I searched and searched for even a hint of a clue about her urgent business and what really happened, but I couldn't find anything. Where in the world was this place she had left in her notebook? I tried everywhere I could think of, but it was nowhere to be found. That notebook has to have answers on what happened to her. Just why is it that I couldn't find that damn notebook? If the Pethis was somehow involved in Student Council President Yume's death, then I... Oh boy. Yikes! Huh? The doorbell again? It's me. Isn't that Overseer Suo? Apologies if I startled you. I've come with an Nepethys officer for our appointment. Did you forget? May I come in, miss? Butler. I've come to discuss the secrets of the Trans-Desert Railway. Yes, I've been waiting. Should we get out of here? Yes, let's go to the Foreclosure Task Force room. Man. So she wasn't killed. She just, man. I thought someone shot and destroyed her halo. Jeez. It's a shame too, because those two, despite how many times they fought, I mean, good friendships always have fights. I mean, those two seem pretty damn close. Man. Man. That's rough. Please sit down. Much appreciated. So, this is the Foreclosure Task Force. I think I would end up here under these circumstances. As I said yesterday, Overseer Sewell was employed by Nepethys and an ally. She escorted me here after all. I'll stay out of the conversation for now. How long has it been? 2 years already? Have you been well, miss? Very much so, thank you. How are your funds? If you'd like to exchange your current card, I can provide you with a higher limit. No, please don't bother. I don't use it very often, actually. But I do appreciate it, thank you. I see. Now, have you any thoughts on returning? Huh? Return? Yes, we can re-enroll you at Highlander at any time, a moment's notice. Oh, hey, you're obviously making her uncomfortable. Yeah, get to the point. Yes, well, I disagree. This line of questioning is perfectly valid. After all, Highlander and Nepethys were preparing to enter into an industry alliance at the time of Nonomi's withdrawal. Her decision to remain in Abydos has nearly ruined that. It was us who had to accept Nonomi's stubbornness and bear the brunt of that loss. Therefore, isn't it rude for you to treat us in this manner? Keep it together, Shiroko. We can't cause any more problems, okay? Yeah, I wasn't trying to. It matters not. If you wish, I will fight you at any time. Come. Please, contain yourself, Suo. My apologies, miss. I swear my intent in coming here was not to force you to return. Yes, I think it'd be best to move on to the reason for this visit. Yes, that was it. The hidden secret of the Trans-Desert Railway. To get straight to the point, the Trans-Desert Railway was a front for a project to make an asymmetrical power weapon, led by the Abydos Student Council and secretly executed by Saint Nepethys. What? The Student Council? Asymmetric power weapon? You're talking about a weapon? Yes, correct. The name of that weapon is the Train Cannon Schemata. Ugh. The schemata was designed to be a massive cannon, or rather a weapon fortress. It would have exceeded all conventional standards in terms of caliber, weight, range, and destructive force. The Trans-Desert Railway, stretching like a web across the vast Abydos district, wasn't meant for freight or passenger trains, but instead a strategic explosive fortress weighing over a ton, with an ultra-long-range cannon capable of firing 1,200mm high explosive shells at ranges up to 500 kilometers. Can you fathom it? It's a plan that started out with such a grandiose and delusional idea. Completion would have meant the capability to exert an unimaginable amount of control over all surrounding districts. Asymmetric power. A weapon. Please wait a moment. Why would the Abydos Student Council wish to construct something like this? Shouldn't it be obvious? It was an appealing tool meant to be used to solve Abydos' debt problem. Tool? As I said, with such a powerful weapon, Abydos would have countless avenues to profit from. Perhaps not legitimate avenues, but that's hardly uncommon in Coldest. That's Schemata. Isn't it the name of the previous Student Council president? That's right, the iron-fisted ruler Schemata. Huh? Who's that? A legendary Student Council president who earned the nickname when she ended the chaotic reign of 70 rival presidents, leading Abydos to its golden age. What? 70? Well, I'm not originally from Abydos. I've learned some of its history. Abydos was once the richest and most powerful district in Coldest. It's said that all the other districts both feared and admired it. Their deliberate choice of name was rather interesting, isn't it? It made their intent clear. That's right. There's no better way to make money than a powerful weapon than sit in this city. How'd you know? Do you mean to say the Trans-Desert Railway was, in reality, Nepenthes' deceitful plan to cover up the manufacturing of this weapon? No, not at all. I was not an executive, so I may not know all the details, but I can say with confidence that building the Trans-Desert Railway was their original intent. The plan for the train cannon was a later addition. Someone suggested the cannon be the Student Council as an attempt to salvage the troublesome and unprofitable project. What? Who? Who would do that? That, I'm afraid I don't know the answer to. The project was conducted under such secrecy. You can calm down, miss. Nothing came of the project. As she said, in the end we were tricked. Scammed. We were forced to conclude that the idea itself was nothing than a delusional fraud. The sheer size of the schemata far surpassed any existing weapon. Logically, there's simply no way something of that magnitude could even function. And that was ultimately its greatest limitation. Despite the designer's confidence, they weren't able to make the train cannon's engine run. Both we and the Abydos Student Council were deceived. Thus, they stopped the project. The train cannon was left abandoned somewhere in the Abydos desert. That was, until very recently. Now, with new algorithms and simulation results, we believe we can successfully develop the train cannon. I'm not sure if the original engineer created the design anticipating future capabilities, or if it was simply coincidence, but if the treasure trove of innovative technologies ahead of its time, a mobile strategic weapon whose existence alone would serve as a detriment to other districts. You can consider the train cannon a gold mine, essentially. As you well know, people are coming out of the woodwork trying to act quickly before the rest of the world finds out about this gold mine. That is precisely why the private equity fund is so obsessed with securing the rights to operate the Trans-Desert Railway's auxiliary facilities. This train cannon is considered an auxiliary facility of the Trans-Desert Railway. To secure the rights included in the bond, you secure the train cannon's operating rights. Their intentions and motivations may differ, but the varying factions of the private equity fund are all vying to profit from the train cannon. They approached Nepenthes, who had long since forgotten about the abandoned project, and proposed an investment. The Trans-Desert Railway is a cautionary tale to us, a historical artifact we hope to somehow preserve, so we accepted their offer. By the time we learned of the true nature of the project, it was too late to withdraw from the private equity fund. We couldn't simply allow the train cannon to fall into the greedy hands of the other members either. You're right on that, at least. If a weapon like that is controlled by evil people, it's Abydos that'll be caught in the middle of a massive conflict. Can't we just bust it up? Do you know the location of the train cannon, Butler? No. Neither we nor the private equity fund have any idea where it is. To begin with, this project was highly confidential. It wouldn't have been beneficial for anyone if the details came out, so any related documents were likely destroyed. I see. Come to think of it, the private equity fund did approach us regarding the location of the train cannon. It's only a matter of time before they find it. Once the Highlanders resume construction of the Trans-Desert Railway, they'll discover the train cannon's location rather quickly, I'd presume. The Highlanders themselves don't know of the train cannon's existence, but their fervent passion for trains and top-notch skills will make short work of the task. On top of that, the private equity fund endeavored to secure the train cannon through a legitimate contract. If we were to destroy it, the fees we would be required to pay in damages would be astronomical. Legitimate contract? Yes, they are rather fixated on the legalities of everything, likely because the ownership of the train cannon was difficult to identify. The principal party is the Abydos Student Council. The executor is Nepenthes, and an entirely different party designed it. All the while, the rights are tied up in a bond. From a business standpoint, they're conducting themselves correctly. They're looking to settle any legal issues now to avoid future complications. Does Kaiser not know about the existence of the train cannon? Why did they sell the bonds without a second thought? Even if they're aware, I doubt they have much interest in the train cannon. The Kaiser president seems to be focused on the Sanctum Tower at the moment. And regardless, Kaiser's profit margins from the bond sales were something of a dream. They likely don't care about the unsubstantiated rumor in comparison to that. But that was when something unexpected occurred. Some Highlander students discovered a contract signed by the previous Abydos Student Council president. I'm not sure as to how or why this contract exists, but now that its existence is known, the private equity fund has realized that the rights to the train cannon will not pass on to them. Wait, do you know anything about the contract? Why did the Student Council president proceed with this contract? What was happening at the time? How would she know? My apologies. As I said, we weren't even aware of the contract's existence until the Highlander students have happened upon it. We're still in the dark about the how or why. Nepethys was on the verge of bankruptcy at the time. We were occupied with selling off our assets at whatever price we could. We saw the rights to the Trans-Desert Railway as worthless and sold them to the Student Council. In any case, the private equity fund is looking to get this contract squared away as soon as possible. It's important to them that everything in this process is seen as legitimate in the eyes of the law. This is why they're rushing to hold the general creditors meeting, so they can officially nullify the contract. Tomorrow's meeting, noon at the Abydos Central Station District office. That's correct. They approached the Abydos Student Council, the private equity fund's debtor, to officially notify them of their requirement to attend. If the Student Council's representatives attend the meeting and forfeit the contract, or if they fail to attend, the contract will be void and the rights will revert to Nepethys, the original owner. What? Doesn't that mean... Unfortunately, no. The rights will technically return to Nepethys, but Nepethys is now a member of the private equity fund. Just like the bonds that were purchased under Nepethys' name, the rights will belong to the private equity fund. We won't be in a position to dispense anything. Then there's only one option left. I'll go to the general creditors meeting and declare our intent to uphold our end of the contract. That would be the logical conclusion. Then the rights to the train cannon will remain with the Abydos Student Council. Right. We'll have to find a way to make the payments, but at least the private equity fund won't be able to get their hands on the train cannon. It'll buy us some time to find the train cannon in the desert and destroy it. That's it then, right? Problem solved? Technically, yes, but... No, your plan will prove difficult to achieve, Takanashi Hoshino. The private equity fund is well aware of all this. They'll do their utmost to prevent you from attending and certifying the contract. What? Try to stop her? How? It's simple. They intend to blockade the Abydos Central Station District office. Hundreds of mercenaries will stand in the way of you in the meeting. What? The private equity fund's hired hands have likely already begun setting up the blockades. They'll be defending the district office with armored vehicles, helicopters, anti-aircraft guns, and barricades. Good Lord. Good. The additional troops can be stationed over there. Move out! Time to get to work! Excellent. The helicopters are here. Have the armored vehicles secure their designated positions and have the market guards strengthen their blockade zones. Good. Does anyone understand the plan? Naturally, we'll complete the work we've been paid to do. Good Lord. The train cannon is a part of the Jihana Triant Emperor's legacy. There's no reason to leave it languishing in this desert. Oh boy. Oh, right here! Forfeit the barricade there! As quick as you can! Bring everything you can, whether it be an excavator, bulldozer, forklift, everything! Oh Lord. If she doesn't arrive by noon tomorrow, the train cannon is ours. Just try and attend this meeting. Oh boy. Seriously? They're going that far? 100 you say? Against that many troops, how can just the 5 of us? Well, what about Sensei? Maybe a Sensei's there. No, there's no justification for Schale to get involved with private business transactions. What? Why not? Those private equity jerks were the ones being dishonest and messing with the contract. No, Serica, there's no way to prove that. What do you mean? Why do you think they're holding a meeting at the Central Station District office? Dozens of Trans-Desert Railway lines intersect right at that point. Ah, I understand. Besides the auxiliary facilities, the private equity fund owns all rights to the Trans-Desert Railway. Yep. Officially, they're just gonna say they're defending their property from trespassers. That's so unfair! But who will attend the meeting? Just Takanashi Hoshino, or all of you? Huh? Well, obviously, all 5 of us. I posed my question incorrectly. More aptly, will the Abydo Student Council attend this meeting, or will the Foreclosure Task Force? Sorry? That's... Student Council President Yume wrote the contract listing the Abydo Student Council as the principal party, and only the Abydo Student Council. Only one of the two can be acknowledged as your school's legitimate student council. The other one will be shut down. Well, that only has any bearings if you successfully force your way in. For now, we need to focus on how to break through their defenses. You make it sound like that'll be a walk in the park, Shiroko. She's right. It's impossible. We'll need to find another way. There is another way, miss. It's easy. Straightforward. Re-enroll into the Highlander Academy and become the Student Council President. Excuse me? I will instate you as the Highlander Student Council President. You will become an officer of Nepethys, and you will have the authority to avoid this contract. As both a Nepethys officer and the Highlander Student Council President, you'll have both factions of the private equity fund in your hands. It should be well within your power. That would work. I'd have to leave Abydos, but also... Rejected. What she said. I don't even want to hear that kind of nonsense. Why would you ever agree to Nonomi leaving us? I have to agree. I can't go along with that plan. I won't leave Abydos. I can't even consider it a solution. I suppose that's to be expected. It's about difficult to break this stubbornness of yours. There is a third option, but based on your attitudes, I don't believe it would be a possibility either. A third one? What is it? It is rather drastic, if I must warn you. I don't care how drastic it is. Please tell us. I'll do as you ask. The third option is to nullify the original Trans-Desert Railway sales contract. Huh? You'll have to declare that the Abydo Student Council, the principal party of the contract, as a fake organization that had no rights to act as a student council. What? In other words, we would certify that the Abydo Student Council, comprised of Kuchinashi Yume and Takanashi Hoshino, was an imposter organization, not the official student council. How is that a solution? It's my understanding that the student council president was elected by a simple raise of hands vote by the previous student council president. It wouldn't necessarily be difficult to deny the legitimacy of such an unofficial process. Takanashi Hoshino, a member of that student council, would simply need to attend the meeting and confess to this fact. If we, the other party of the contract, acknowledge the admission, the contract itself would be nullified. More effective than the contract being cancelled or suspended, it would be as if it never existed in the first place. Then, the Nepethys would own 100% of the rights to the train cannon, regardless of our affiliation with the private equity fund. What are you even suggesting? For us to use that kind of method? I did tell you it was likely impossible. There you have it. I've told you the great secret of the Trans-Desert Railway, but it appears you have no solution for the issue at hand. You have until noon tomorrow. After that, the private equity fund will have what they want. The train cannon. We'll do our utmost on our end, but please contact me if you settle on a plan of action. I'll also be at the general creditors meeting tomorrow. Oh, and please ensure the private equity fund doesn't get a word of our conversation. Goodbye for now. Oh boy.
Now, this is no time to be twiddling our thumbs. Let's hold a meeting of our own. Hush now. This little timer will be just fine, Nonami. The clock's ticking, remember? Our deadline is by noon tomorrow, so we'll have to figure out something tonight. We gotta put our heads together to focus, right? Yeah, like Hoshino said. We'll think of something. Okay. That's our Shiroko, always the positive one. Everyone's trying to learn from Shiroko's lead. What are you saying all of a sudden? There's too much tension from all these complicated matters. How about we take a break and then reconvene? Oh boy. Are they ever gonna find out about what happened to the Schale building? Since it's just lying on the ground somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up here because we're at that time. When we come back, we will, I guess, figure out the beginnings of the Foreclosure Task Force and see what happens then. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.